Hey guys, Trifinity Vortex here, and this is Rise of Nations. I'm going to be doing a beginner's guide today, so it's going to be very simple. We're going to run through everything. Just going to play a mock-up game here. Nothing too complex, so don't get your hopes up. So, alright, let's run through the interface here. So it'll probably start out looking somewhat like this. You have your resources here in the top left-hand corner. You can expand several different menus here. Your market, buy and sell, just like in other games. Food, wood, wealth to start out. Food has farms, timber has timber camps, wealth has caravans and such. So that'll show you how many you have. Right now I have 3 out of 3 farms here. 2 out of 5 on my woodcutter's camp, and 0 out of 0 wealth generating stuff. In the middle here is our all of our research. You can also see it in the library. This is your age. This is your military research, which increases your population. Civic level, which increases the amount of cities you can have, among other things. Commerce, which increases how much you can collect and hold for food and wood and stuff, and how many caravans and stuff. Science improves your research, improves your stuff, just improves everything basically. Over here we have how many cities, 1 out of 1. Population limit increased by researching this. Military, 6 out of 25. And here we have our resources. Forests, rare resources, horses that can only be collected by merchants. It's the only one we can see so far. There's the sea here, mountains for collecting iron and such. As you age up, you get more resources, so they'll be added there once we start actually doing things. Here's me, how much of the map I have percent-wise, my score, the computer is below me, we're both in the same age 1. And now let's actually do some stuff. So unpause here so we can get going. So I want to have some more villagers. So just click the button to make more. I am the Chinese, so they're created nearly instantly, but for other civs, whatever, they're going to take more time. Woodcutter's camp, they're automatically going there now. We have 1 citizen left. And we want to have 5 farms per city, because that will increase our food gather rate by quite a bit. There, we also have a scout, our first unit. They can explore the map for you. They don't really have any attack, I don't think. But they will go around and research. Not research, but discover new areas for you. You can put them on auto explore, and they'll just wander around on their own. But I could just literally click somewhere and he'd go there. So now we have our maximum number of farms per city. We can keep building lumber camps if we want to. We might. First, I'd like to build some other things. We'll need to research for that though. If I wanted to build another city, research this. We need commerce and science for different buildings. It'll tell you what it requires if you hover over it. There's regular buildings, military buildings, and wonders. So, commerce is almost done. That should let us build a market, I believe. Oh, we need wood. So we might as well build a woodcutter's camp in the meantime. There we go. Now it adds 40 to our gather rate once it's built and fully functioning. Create 2 more people, so we have 4. We're really low on food. There we go. Okay, there was a small problem. My game speed was set to slow and people were just walking really slow and it was confusing me a lot. So that's why I was like, okay. So it'll gather a little bit faster now. So now we have 2 camps, 50 and 40, adding to the gather rate. We should probably research a new city when we get there. But in order to maximize your civilization, empire, whatever you want to call it, gather rate, each city should have certain things in it. They should each have 5 farms for sure, no less. They should have probably a lumber camp unless you just have a ton in one city. You'll need a market and a temple and a university in each city, as well as other things you can get when you age up. So let's build some new things. We'll want a market. That'll increase our gold gathering rate. Help us generate some gold. A temple, which gives us bonuses. Tax gives your cities new hit points. National borders increase. Stuff like that. It's important to have these bonuses, especially since you can stack them for each city you have. Okay, so in order to continue building, we need to age up. We need a certain amount of resource and research and resources. So we should probably get another city going so we can have a trade route, get some more gold. We can also build watchtowers, among other things. We should probably get a dock going to bring in extra food from fishing. You can start building our new city. We should build it near some resources like this mountain. We can put it on a side that's closer. So we can collect the wood here and the iron. So that's a good spot. This is a pretty desolate map, so we're not going to get very far. So we can build a merchant to harvest these horses, give us the bonus. The bonus is cost of stables and auto plant units reduced by 15%. Also gives us plus 10 food, plus 10 iron, which we don't have iron yet until we age up. We also have an idle citizen button. Check out where our citizens are. We can build a couple fishing boats to get some extra food for our empire. I intend on making this an empire. We are going to rule the world. So there's different upgrades. We can do taxation. Let you read that for a second. Okay, I'm going to do that. City is being built. A lot of waiting. Let's just get that underway. Now there's a cap for this. It won't let us get more efficient and collect wood at a faster rate until we increase the cap. We need more food for that though, so we need to build farms in this city to get some more food. Get those started, make sure you have 5. That'll give you the maximum bonus. We'll need more citizens. Then we'll have an extra one here. And he will build other things, like the market that we need for the bonus. We're gonna need more wood. We can probably get some going here. Didn't notice that massive forest over there. Awfully smart of me. We can get one going here, perhaps. Almost. Just wait a second to have enough food, and we'll research that. And that'll fix those. Okay, once he's done. So now that we have 2 cities, we can have a caravan going between them, generating wealth. So 10 out of 10 farmers, 9 out of 9, 1 out of 1. Make sure those are always complete. That way you'll have maximum bonuses. Right? So we can get up to 40 there. 20, 30. This can get a lot. But it's not in a city, so it won't give bonuses. That was a mistake. Let's redo that. It really depends on where you place it as to if it gets all the forest there. So the farms are max. Here is our enemy scout. Once we have 202 food, we'll be able to age up. This is a very slow going game right now. Trying to go slow to explain everything. So we need 3 citizens here. So now we have max for that. Hopefully get us some more wood. We can get these boats that I made earlier to harvest fish, which will bring in more food so we can get closer to that 200. There we go. So we just need to find one more fishing spot. Fishing is an indispensable way to get more food. And unlike Age of Empires and games where you use up the resources, you get permanent bonuses. So let's age up here. Let's see what else we can build. We can get 20 from that. Why not? Okay. Our commerce cap is once again filled. We will now need to gather metal and knowledge. Knowledge is generated at universities, and metal is harvested from mountains. So both of our cities need a university in order to generate knowledge. It would also have to be populated with scholars. There we go. The word had escaped me. Both of our cities can have a mine, which is important. We'll need a lot of citizens to get that up and running. Wondering what we should research next. Probably military level. And you need wealth to get scholars. So that one's filled. 7 scholars per university for a maximum bonus. Excellent. We also have discovered other rare resources we can harvest using our merchants. Give us different bonuses. That's probably a good thing to take advantage of while we have time and resources. We've discovered our enemy civilization. They are making units, so we should probably match that, or at least build defenses, while we're waiting to get some more knowledge to increase our limits. Do I have? No, I don't have any idle citizens. Anyone that is idle will go and work on the mines, probably. Now we have 3 military buildings unlocked. Stable, barracks, and siege factory. Every army should be built of different kinds of units, because units counter each other in different ways, and it's important to have variety so your armies don't get cut down. Especially since capturing a city, you have to have units created at the barracks infantry. If you don't have infantry, you can't capture the city. It can be a little challenging, but it won't be too hard. So now that we have some extra food, we might as well get these mines filled. That one's filled up. Let's get this one filled up. There we go. These are upgrades to our units. It's probably worth building the units first and then upgrading them. Build a modest army here, just in case they decide they want to come in and attack us, which could happen at any time. I'll research the next city. Wow. Started building the pyramids. Wanders are important. You can win by having a certain amount of wanders, or wander points. Wonder points? I don't know. However you want to say it. Wanders give you really good bonuses. For example, the pyramids gives you a lot more food and wealth. City limits and decreases things. Colossus gives you more population, wealth, commerce limit. Hanging Gardens give you lots of upgrades. So if you want to build one of those, you gotta decide what you need. So since we have farms, we can have a granary in each city. That will increase the gather rate by a lot and give us research points. Lumber mill increases the city's output of lumber by a good percent, which will also increase our resource gathering rate, which is important. That way we'll get a lot more resources in, and we won't have to worry about that. There we are. We can build siege units and horses. Costs a lot of metal and wealth to make armies, so you need to make sure you're gathering those. Those are all maxed out. I should probably build another city, if for nothing else, just to get some more wealth and territory. Possibly. I could also start building towers. But I kind of need to wait until these guys are done. I don't want to have too many extra citizens running around. So also I could build a senate, which will do fun things. You can change which city is your capital by building a senate in it. It also gives you government upgrades, which gives you sort of like a great general to lead your guys around. I want this to be my capital, so I will build it in my capital. Everything's sort of taking off now. We got lots of commerce problems. I'm gonna go to the next age, just because, and we'll get our next city going. I don't think we really need a wood city. We just got too much. We'll probably need the metal, so we can go for this mountain or this mountain. This is a little closer to the other cities, so it's probably better to build here. I like to build my cities close together and with a lot of towers, like these, or forts in between them or around them. That way they just can't get at you. So we'll start by building some towers around. Towers also give you a really nice bonus. That once we get one built, I can show you. There we go. So once in a while, just click around, see what upgrades you can do. I don't know specifically what they all do, but just being on top of upgrades and getting them all done usually just helps out a great deal, even if you don't fully understand what's going on. New city's almost done. We got a modest little army. We can send in a horseman to check it out over there if we'd like. There we go. So now we can have 3 caravans. One from here, one from here, one from here. And they'll automatically just go where they want, and you can check the trade routes and things. That'll give us a lot more wealth. As well as if we build a market here. That'll also give us a lot of wealth.